All right, everyone, welcome back to 900 Ball and Pro Shop. Sly here. Today we're going to be doing a ball review on the GB5. Quick shout out to Hammer for giving me my new shoes. These are new power diesels. Very sleek. Love the color design. Subtle at the same time, just very stylish. So I'm going to be throwing the new GB5 today. A ball I'm going to compare with later on is my Scorpion low flare as well. This being my smooth symmetrical piece, it's probably the most comparable ball I have in my arsenal right now. I'm expecting out of this to be a little bit early and for it to be pretty benchmark, kind of replacing a Stealth, or in comparison to some other brands per se, maybe like a Phase 2 or like a Summit kind of idea. So we're gonna compare and see what I get out of it. Gonna throw some shots. Start roughly around 25. Try to get it through 17, 15 area, out to the general breakpoint outside. So yeah, very early, very smooth. Doesn't look like it wants to come off the spot very, very hard, so it's maybe a little too deep for it, or I gotta keep it a little bit tighter. I do expect that from it being, you know, a stronger, symmetrical, and solid piece, very strong cover. So it does look like it's, you know, giving up a little bit in the back. I'm gonna give it a little rotation. Let's see what it'll do. Okay, looks a lot better off the spot there. Got to move a little left with that now that I added rotation on it. Still, even though it came off harder than the last shot for sure, it didn't come off like super, super quick. So that being said, it's probably gonna be a very good benchmark or like a sport pattern ball for me from what I'm seeing in the few shots I've thrown. All right, let's throw a couple and we'll get back to it. Okay, so went 4 for 4 on that one. What I did differently, first one I kind of just moved left from the previous shot. We gave a rotation, came in light, missed it a little right. Next couple, I actually just moved my breakpoint tighter. What that does is get the ball to travel a little bit less forward, so it doesn't feel like it's burning out too much energy with how strong that cover stock is. Looked a lot better. Went 4 for 4 on the last couple. So that being said, I think pretty happy with the way this ball is reading that mid lane. So for the people that are looking for like early mid lane control, something to trap the pocket with when they're struggling on you know, the ball kind of hydroplaning a little bit too much, or for the lower rev rate guys that kind of want to get the ball started for them sooner, but have a symmetrical piece which kind of retains a little bit more energy. So it's going to be one of those, you know, like I said, could compare with like some Storm products like the Phase 2, the Summits, and the rest of the Brunswick products. To me, it comes off the corner a little bit harder than the Teal Rhino that I used to have. I'm gonna throw a couple shots with a Scorpion low flare so we know how it compares with that one. And then I was a huge fan of the GB4 Hybrid as well. That one, to me, from what I'm seeing already, GB4 Hybrid, because of the cover, it just went a lot further down lane and a lot sharper off the spot. So can't really compare that ball to the other, but let's compare a couple with the Scorpion. I'm gonna throw the same shot I just ended up with and see what happens. All right, so the Scorpion looks like it just came off the spot a little harder. Could be from the rotation I gave it. I did expect the Scorpion to be a little bit weaker, going a little longer and coming off a little sharper. So that being said, I'm gonna take my hand or rotation out, go back to the stock release, a little bit more forward roll, see how that compares. And there it is. So getting a little bit flatter off the hand. Ball reads up a little sooner, smooths off the back. So overall, I think the Scorpion is weaker than the GB5. It's going longer and coming off the spot harder, right? That's kind of how we determine if a ball's stronger or weaker. We use the word strong properly to say it's picking up sooner, not necessarily does it hook more. Because the Scorpion looks like it's hooking more coming off the spot harder, but it's actually weaker because it's retaining the energy longer and more down lane. So that's how I have them two right now. Have the Scorpion going a little bit further and just sharper. So I can get a little left, give it a little bit of rotation on it to see where it matches up with the GB, but I'm assuming I'm gonna be like 4 left of the GB. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I'm just 4 left of the GB when I rotate my wrist on that ball. So that being said, it's just, yeah, that one piece up from it, and the Scorpion's that one piece down from it. So for the guys that really need help with it reading up early in the mid lane, GB5 is probably your better choice. And if you want something to go a little bit further down lane, I think both of these balls I'm gonna bring with me to my tournament arsenal on sport patterns, just because I wanna control the breakpoint a little bit easier and smoother, better than some of the Pearl stuff. So that's it. Thanks, guys.